I want you to imagine this. It's medieval times. You're in possession of a chest full of gold coins. This is pretty good so far, right? It's not all good news, because everybody in the kingdom knows that you have this chest of gold coins. In fact, there's a horde of marauders who have dedicated their entire existence to trying to steal your gold coins. You built yourself a castle to defend your gold coins. And every day, the horde of marauders shows up outside your castle and attacks it, trying to get inside and steal your gold coins. And they've got battering rams to try and get down the gate into your castle. They've got catapults trying to hurl rocks at the walls to knock them down. They're firing flaming arrows. Inside the castle, we're protecting ourselves fiercely. We're firing back flaming arrows. We've dug a moat full of alligators. We're pouring cauldrons of boiling oil over the side of the walls on the attackers. And it goes back and forth day after day after day, all day. It's exhausting, and it's relentless. And it's not a fairy tale. This is actually happening to each and every one of us every single day. The gold coins, that's our very limited and precious time and attention. And the fort, those are all the defense mechanisms that we use to protect ourselves and shield ourselves from messages that we don't want to give our attention to. And the marauders outside the gate, those are marketers and content creators who are trying very, very hard to get our attention for their messages. Our attention is under siege. And in this room, it's a little bit awkward because, in our personal lives, we have our own attention forts, and we're inside the attention fort guarding it and being very protective about what we let inside and who we give our gold coins to. But in our professional lives, in this room, we're marketers and content creators. So it's a little bit awkward, but we're also the marauders. Our jobs are trying to get inside other people's attention forts and to try and get other people's gold coins. And it's a hard job these days. And because it's our job, and there's a lot at stake, we are getting craftier and craftier and craftier with how we're trying to get into those attention forts. So instead of battering rams, we are battering people's eardrums with pre-rolls and mid-rolls and post-rolls on podcast ads. And instead of a catapult hurling rocks at the walls, we are hurling pop-up ads in front of people at every opportunity. And instead of a barrage of flaming arrows over the walls, we are sending a barrage of content and AI-generated clips and all sorts of things at people at an unprecedented scale. And the problem is most of it isn't working very well. We're not getting inside very many attention forts. It's a very low percentage. And that's because all the people inside the attention forts have really good defense mechanisms, and they're very picky about who they let inside. So on their side, instead of firing arrows back, they've got ad blockers and VPNs. And instead of having a moat full of alligators, they've got skip buttons on YouTube. And instead of pouring cauldrons of boiling oil over the side of the walls, they are paying for subscription services to avoid our messages altogether. It's really, really hard to get inside the attention fort these days. So the question we're going to try and answer is, how do I get inside the attention fort? That's what we're going to try and answer today.